Yesterday we visited a music shop, like to buy something like a cable for the guitar. So I was like amazed that the city is still standing, and there's like, because the war, we were all the time in bunker mode, just supermarket and the needs of the moment, and suddenly, wow, there's like ceasefire for a couple of days, and slowly stretch, it's safe to go. And we went to this music shop, and wow, there's a music shop and the world is standing, and there's guitars there, and there's like, we saw yesterday, like, how do you say, there is a city in Spain, Cordoba. So there is a factory. Hello, good morning, Fernando. We are happy that you're here. So we saw Cordoba guitars and other guitars. And when we came home, I was so shocked. I told Andre at night that I was still processing the morning that the world is still standing after, I mean, there's like ceasefire at the moment. The world is standing. There's a music shop. There's a vast offering of guitars and pianos and trumpets and what the needs to be provided for music. And it was like a shock, because the sense of a war deletes everything. In a way, there's just breathing and sheltering, and suddenly there's a world there. And it was beautiful. I can still process this experience. We just went to bring a cable and a belt for the guitar. Not do much, but wow, the world is still standing. It was just a great experience.
So life come back.
Yes, life
As
come.
it,
Yes,
yes.
yes, and it's very different because life is coming back, but it's not the same. Everybody feels that something has changed. I mean, yeah, there's a sunrise, sunset, people are moving, school buses, and so birds are flying, but something in the mind and in the heart changed. I cannot explain what and how, but you feel, hello, Fernando, there's a great change, and Andre feels that it too, and also other people. Andre tries to say that it's like different priorities are being taken into consideration, but the change is so deep. It is so deep that I cannot say. I don't have words to describe it. Maybe later, maybe I don't know. Maybe it comes through songs and music, because in terms of idea, I cannot express it. Maybe the fact that it is, in a way, this craziness of the violence around us just is being pushed away from us, because there was such an escalation and I don't know, we cannot even amount the violence, that the power of fire here that used to be active on us, and suddenly it's been removed. There's a great change in the air. It is felt. I cannot express it. And we are very happy to be alive with you.
Yes, thank you, Eti. I believe that after experiencing this war, uh, of course, the way you look at the things is different.
Yes,
Inevitable to.
yes,
It's unbelievable to return to your daily life, to the normal. Um,
yes, yes. Anyway,
and
yes, Rodrigo.
but there is some, how can I say, some destruction, because there is a lot of rockets that flying.
Yes,
And, but the city is okay. Everything is
yes,
okay
yes. People were
as far.
very attentive. Yes, you're right. Amounts of rockets was immense, but people were attentive, and they were cautious, and they were just, in a way, protecting themselves in different bunkers and security rooms. So relatively, there was no damage. How do you say, severe damage to the building, or to people. It's not like in Europe, when you travel, you still see buildings which are split into two from Second World War. It's different. So people were very attentive, and there is a lot appreciation for life here. So yeah, but something else is happening, or not else, but something like a new software, yes, has been changed, and there is a change in people's behavior, but it is in a way in the air. It is like the sense of how do you say, everything is concise inside, and people are very,
Uh,
very still cautious. Yes, yes,
an,
yes,
an
Rodrigo.
appreciation, an appreciation of life, you
Ye-
believe, Etsy?
yes, yes. So it's not like me and my ideas or me and my whatever. It just, yes, appreciation for life, but it is expressed in a very, very quiet way. It is like we were pushed to the wall for so long that we traveled. I mean, we walked on the promenade first time on Saturday. It was a sunny day, and I told Andre, why do people look so little? Little, like little, very little in size. And I understood it. Why people are so little. It was a community.
Etsy,
Different people were walking on the promenade, but they look so little physically.
uh, I believe, Etsy, the relief of breathing fresh air again. Amazing. Etsy, great. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
You're most welcome. And good morning, Fernando. Good afternoon, Abigail, Jill. Good morning. Rodrigo is here, friends on YouTube. We are very happy to be alive and to be with you here. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. And the next week, yes? Yes, please, you can unmute Fernando and speak. Why not? If it's possible. Next week, there's Hanukkah and there's Christmas, and we are very happy. Yes, I open it.
Shalom, Eti, and
Shalom.
shalom, friends.
Shalom. Good morning.
Good morning, Eti. In fact, I have one question about Psalms, Eti.
Yes.
Since you asked it, it would be nice to listen from you because this weekend I was reading one psalm that was translated. I was reading the Portuguese version, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in this version, it's Psalm 92, verse 10, but I could not find it in Mehon.
Yes.
And the Psalm speaks about the unicorn in the translation, right?
Yes.
I think that in the original it speaks like an ox.
Yes.
I'm talking here by memory, so I don't know what do you think about this translation, why people put the name unicorn in the translation. I think that I can find it
Mm-hmm.
soon in Hebrew,
Yes,
but
it.
I think that is a
I'll put a link 1 second here of Mechol Mamre, like that has both English and Hebrew. So you speak of Psalms 92. This is Psalms for Christmas that I prepared once.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think that I
Okay.
sent it on Discord. It's Psalms that, yes, for Christmas. You mean Psalms 92, verse 11?
7 or 10, yes. And
Yes,
it's here.
but my horn has to, yes, exalted like a horn.
Yes,
Oh, it does
exactly.
not. So the Hebrew does not says what you're saying about the unicorn.
Yes,
It
does not. I think that is a ox, right?
it's not ox.
It's raised.
Uh, the Hebrew speaks about something else. Uh, yes, it is something else. It's not an ox.
In the word I
There
think
is
is
an
Zain.
animal. Uh, Re'em, yes, it's with yod, because there's additional yod where there's additional yod to the word is like to show the direction of holiness. The word is re'em, resh, aleph, mem, sofit, and it's like this one, the oryx. I'll try to opposite it to English that everybody will see. 1 second. I'll send the Hebrew because in the Hebrew you can also convert to English because there's a beautiful picture because you can see the horn. It's not ox, it's like, 1 second, where is it? Second. This is the blessing that in the Bible they always bless. Here. This is the Hebrew. You see the picture of the horn?
Yes.
More than the names, this is the way it looks and the way it communicates. So what is your question, Fernando, regarding this?
Well, my question was why people translate as a unicorn this verse.
Okay. Because we live in a way in the world in the world of duality. Like, what does it mean? That always we experience reality by opposites, cold and warm, dry and wet, night and day. Yes. This is the world of duality. Or we can mark the world of duality by using the image of any kind of an animal that has 2 horns. Do we understand that? We can speak about the world of opposite. This is the manifestation or duality, cold and warm, night and day, soft or hard, and so. Or we can symbolize duality by using any animal or image of an animal that has 2 horns. Is that clear before we continue?
Yes.
Yes. But here he says in Psalm something very interesting. Let's open it. Vatarem kir'em karni, baloti b'shemen ra'anan. Meaning, all animals, yes, have 2 horns, or people in duality experience duality and the struggle with duality. But you, God, infinite, lift my own horn. But it's not horn as a physical horn, it's more like a value. Value, it's not, do you understand? It's not like, how do you say? It's not physical object. Keren is, we could look at Keren, Shalom Yanis. Karni is my horn, so to speak. This is Keren, is not just, let's say, a horn. It means also value or found. How do you say? Fund. When we speak about the world of economy, we mention the word fund. Are you familiar with the word fund when people are investing in funds? Yes. So, again, this is not a horn. This is a fund in this matter. Meaning you believed in me and you lifted my fund, my value. I'm not in the world of duality. This is what this psalm is saying, like David says. Vatarem kireem karni. You lifted my value. Look at the picture. Look how high or how tall is the horn. Not the horn itself, but how high and tall. Look in the rest of the Wikipedia page in Hebrew specifically, because they put, how do you say, a picture of how long is, now I'll put it separately that you will see how long is the horn. Now leave the horn, just look how high it is, because the language of the Bible is very interesting. Yes, I sent it. You will see how high. No, it brings the same thing. It doesn't bring it separately. I'll try to save it and bring it again. No, it just give me an HTML page. I'm trying.
But if you click on it, it's possible. I can try it.
You can try on it. It comes as yes, no. I'll try to save it again. Save as image. I'll try to HTML again. JPG. I'm trying to bring it as JPG. 1 second.
This one, I think. I don't.
1 second. I'm trying JPG. That we shall see how tall is the horn. Yes, it is very, very tall. Meaning, and this is the thank you that David says. I don't have it a moment, not open. Vatarem karni, you lifted my horn, my value, my fund. Meaning I'm not Duncan in duality anymore. Do you understand? Yes, thank you, Fernando. Thank you for that. You see, it's about 1 meter long. So, and this is the thank you that David says here in the Psalms. Yes, Vatarem kireem karni, because re'em, this animal in Hebrew, re'em is resh, aleph, mem. But here it is written with yod. Whenever there is a yod additional, there is it symbolizes the covenant, the holiness. Meaning, the holy blessed, he put the 10 upper spheres, and then we are capable of lifting ourselves from duality. Yes.
Just to, I will share one image just to let's say, to illustrate what you are saying, and it is beautiful. I had to watch a movie for a class, and it was from Ridley Scott. The name of the movie is Legend. And Tom Cruise, quite young, Tom Cruise plays the role of the hero. But the main thing that came to my mind is that in this movie we have an unicorn, and we have let's say, the devil with 2 horns and the unicorn with 1 horn. So it's just like what you said about duality and unity.
Yes.
You can face it is quite easy to understand, I think. But thank you, Eti. Thank you so much for bringing the idea about it.
Thank you. There is a story in the Talmud that says that Adam HaRishon used to bring, how do you say, a sacrifice. There's a story, yes, of a unicorn. And people say, what? Already in the Babylonian time, there was like a legendary animal? No, but the Talmud also speaks in this symbolic way. What does it mean? Unicorn. It is unity, yes, symbolizing unity. Unicorn is symbolizing unity. This is why the rest of the verse, David says, Baloti b'shemen ra'anan, meaning I'm all covered with the fresh oil. This is the rest of the verse. First, Vatarem kireem karni, you lifted my fund, my value. I like this re'em, very, very high and tall. Baloti b'shemen ra'anan, meaning I'm all anointed, or I'm all, how do you say, wrapped in fresh oil. Fresh. Ra'anan is fresh green oil. An oil that at this moment was taken from the olive. It's not standing in a can or in a barrel. yeah, for a while on the shelf. It's fresh olive from the tree, from the source. Like what comes from the soul is always is fresh. And this is the meaning, in a way, of God or infinite lifting our fund, our value. Because whenever there's a lifting of value, we feel fresh. Yes, whenever we are being lifted or the spirit is coming, we feel fresh. And whenever we are not spirited, we feel everything is the same, everything is, how do you say, repeating. This is when there's no refreshment. It is a beautiful Psalms, by the way. Beautiful one. Yes, Karni. Yes, Karni is 360. Yes. So if you see verse 2, if it's open, if you open it on your browsers or on your phone, this is Mizmor Shir, a Psalms song for the seventh day. This is verse A or Aleph. Pasuk Bet, second verse. Tov lehodot la'Adonai. It is good to thank for the Lord. ולזמר לשמך עליון. And to poet to your name higher. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינו. דו-דו, דו-דו. If I could express myself freely with no limitations at all, I would go to residence saying, look at this most beautiful bowl. In the cities or in the suburbs, pumpkin pop with scent of wine, with scent of pine, yes, decorating evening darkness, next to windows drinking wine. Doo-doo. If I could express myself freely with no limitations at all, I would call the residence saying, Christmas coming after the fall. To-do. טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון. This is the song. Just a take on the moment. Most welcome. Since you mentioned Psalms 92. And you are most welcome to share your thoughts and experience and questions if you have. You can unmute and speak. Music is unity. That's correct. Yes. Yes, music is before language. Yes, music is before language. Yes. Felipe, Jill, would you like to join? Share your experience this week. Jill, thank you for sharing those beautiful pictures about the womb I understood that you made a serial or series of paintings that the theme is womb. Maybe you would like to share your experience with us. Good afternoon, Ogbay. Yes, Jill?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How do you do? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. That was so pretty,
Thank
what you just sang. So amazing. Yeah, that's just some of the things I was working on at a particular time in my life. And the name just came to me. Sometimes stuff just comes to me and I just would paint it out, and I really don't know sometimes really what it is, but it was just a series that I worked on and continue to think about a lot.
It's beautiful because whenever you look at it, it seems like something else. It has so many angles, and whenever you come to it once, it looks like an ear, and sometimes it looks like a print of fingerprint. It depends.
Oh, okay.
It always appears differently depending on when you open it. So thank you so much for
Yeah,
sharing it.
yeah. Well, thank you for allowing me to share. The other day when I had expressed to you that I've never been able to paint for myself, I can usually only paint for other people. Then it was kind of like a realization that, a lot of these aren't even mine, it's for somebody else. And so it just kind of freed me to, let go of some of the things that I hold on to.
Yes, yes. This is a very interesting topic that you bring into the conversation because Olam HaYetzirah, the world, yes, of creativity, in a way
Hmm.
exists one level above the, how do you say, the consuming or the vitality of the life of the body, or bodily life. Yes, the world of creativity is in the heart. Yes, the sages are saying it. So there is the minimum vitality of the blood cells, and so the minimum function that even we share this with animals. And in this case, we human are like animals. It's like cats or so. It's like the same systems almost. But the world of creativity is in a higher level, and it's not personal. Creativity has to do with the common spirit, with the community. So it's level above this, so to speak, the me, above the body, because we experience this private, in a way, life through the body, and this is the brain says that I'm a separate entity. Yes, this is how we perceive ourselves. Yes, since we're like toddlers. But the world of creativity, regardless if it's music or art or plastic art, whatever, yes, is existing in another realm, in another floor of the building or few floors above these basic needs of the body to exist. It's always has to do with something which is communal, something which is includes the general spirit. It's not private. Let's say, if I could say that there's a city and there's an alley that leads to a private building or private house, this is the body. But when you leave the alley, you go to a bigger road and there's a highway, yes? So the realm of creativity is not so much happening in this little steps next to the private life of the body, but more like of a general. When a little, in a way, river joins the great river where everything flow into. So creativity is something that has the capability to take us of our own misery, because the source of any human misery is to think about myself, my life, my or mine or me. This is the negative triangle. Mine, me, and so this is a negative triangle because it always suggests that we are separated entities. And this is the source for the whole misery of humanity. Wherever people are being born, or whatever culture they are being born into, or circumstances. Creativity, yes. So creativity has this ability to speak in another voice, which is not so much personal, or how would you say, not just personal, but also, yes, not so much personal, but more communal thing, because creativity is something that the community, the spirit of the community shares. It's in the air, because the art is in the air. It's not private.
Yeah.
It's the air. Yes, creativity is the fresh air. Yes, that we are inhaling. Let's say CO2 is the private. This is what the private body does. Just the exhaustion. Yes, what comes out. But creativity, in a way, is in the fresh, in the air that comes into the lungs, not the CO2 that comes out of the lungs. This is the used oxygen that the body uses. This is personal perspective. Therefore, there is no creativity. It's not happening there.
Yeah, they need that exact explanation in college. That needs to be what they tell art students, because when you leave, then you feel like, okay, I got to produce this. I have to do this. I have to do this. And I got kind of caught up in that. So if you can't, make it better, then you get some people can get artist block or get stuck. And if you the way that you explain it now, it's like, okay, now I understand. It's not me doing this. I have to let that creation happen through me now. And so it just changed my whole perspective.
Yes.
I appreciate you talking about
you're most
it.
welcome. You're most welcome, because whatever happens through cannot be me, because it goes through something which is empty, because it's like a pipe. It just go like wind blows through the flute. So it's not mine. It's not me. So it just blows through. So it's not private. I'm just a road that somebody's taking a hike over. So what do I care? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. So it is, this word is something additional to all of this. Is something that I cannot express, but maybe one day I would be able to express it. Yes, there is no so me. This is such an illusion. Yes, such an illusion that it's hard to describe how it is, but maybe one day. What we experience, yes, as me, myself, mine, this is only in our brains, like a production of the machine, but it's not really real. Not at all. And in a way, Jill, this is what also can increase the creativity. Once there's like an understanding that it comes through us, so much more can come, because there's no stopping, there's no stone or filter or a wall that blocks it, that says this is mine, this is not mine, I do this for others. We are not doing anything. This is a great thing to understand, that we are not the doers. If there's a mechanical happening, which is happening during the day, during the daily life, we go through things, people driving cars, they cook, they do many things. People are typing something, a text message. It is occurring through us, but we are not the doers. ER. We are not the doer. We are not the seer. Yes, yes. It is just doing is happening. Yes, hearing is going through us. Seeing is going through us, and so. But this is what the brain will come and claim later that I am the doer, I am the maker, I am the hearer, I am the seer, I am the visionary, I see visions, so it makes me, But this is also a later addition.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You're most welcome.
It's just so much clarity. I'm just so
Yeah.
appreciative.
And many things can go through you, Jill, and just let them go. And the more you let go, the more it will flow. Because
Yeah.
yes, because it's just this little trip here for a few years of our lives. It's not that we are the owner of the. This is what we are trained to think, that we are the owner of the house, the car, and this is my life. This is only a construct. Yes, it's not really real. We're just moving here for a couple of years, and then there's there's just shuffle, and there's rearranging of soul's energy or whatever, and there's a new construct. And so there is no need to hold on something which is not real, and more than anything else just cause was trouble and pain and misery. So.
Yeah. Most of the time, when I think back, then the most amazing part was letting it go, to somebody that really wanted it or really needed it at that time. And holding on to it just never does anything. It just gets packed away, and you don't think about it anymore. And so, yeah, it's just like something brand new for me to just think about and move forward in.
Just look at it, Jill, or everybody who's attending this moment. It's not. This is what happens. Comes a moment when the soul is leaving the body, the breath that holds everything united under this, we say, persona, leaves everything. So everything at this moment is not existing. All the construct, the body. Do you understand how meaningless it is to hold on something? I don't know how can I just every day I think about this, that every moment this breath could lift this, and there's like whole what is captured under this perspective, yes, is gone, and all life which is yes, it's a great thing, Felipe. Yes, and all what I think, I see, I experience is gone once the last breath is moving. Nothing stays. What used to be, everything is just gone. Where is it going? So I'm practicing every day. What if it just move? The last breath is moving. So, there is no day that I think about it. And it's a chill way to live, because we live like this is the last day of living, so why to hang on? Because when the moment comes, everything just moves away. Soul is living, body is left behind. What is used to be assembled around the body also, takes off, and there's nothing that will unite all of this. So everything is illusion. So every day I think about it. Every day could be the last breath. So it's quite chill, because why to be in stress, whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Because this is, we were taught that you made a lot of effort, and you have to stick on your holding, and it will get value and so on. It's not so. Yes, Felipe.
Hello.
Hello, good
Can you hear
morning. Yes, we can. How do you do?
I'm fine, Eti. Shalom, shalom. Hello,
Shalom,
Jill.
shalom.
Good to see you. Good to hear you.
You as well.
I was just thinking, Eti, about this. This is also for me something that is very present nowadays, because there is this, let's say, this illusion that we have to move on with our lives, or just try to reach, seek for something that is a big dream or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But in a way, I feel that sometimes it's just more like letting things go,
Yes.
just relax and to see what's coming and just take the wave, like just surf in the wave, because the waves are coming every second, and I feel that we are most afraid sometimes of these waves.
Yes, yes. Yes, it's like to live in the open.
Não,
And yes, people are afraid to live in the open because there's no control of what is happening in the moment.
ela tá numa reunião, mas de tarde ela tá aí.
So,
Oh, sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay. People are afraid of the living in the moment because anything can happen in the moment. So they always look for a sheltering system. So they plan their days, all day is scheduled and weeks ahead are scheduled and closed in meetings, in hours, in cycles, in congregations, just not to feel this emptiness or what the moment can bring. And in a way, it brings them sense of security, false security of I know what is going to happen because I tell you every day, Tuesday at 3, I know what I do. So it gives a fake sense of control. This is one thing, but the other end of it is a great misery because we're not living in the moment, but what we think of the moment is. So it's a source of misery. And there is
Yes,
no
it is.
great, and it's funny, Felipe, there is no great promise in the openness. There is no great promise. It's only this imaginary. I don't know how to express it. The great thing, or I don't know, I saw that Carl Jung was people. They have this imagination of big life, or great world is out there, and we should pursue it, or I don't know, but it's not really it. It's just. It's not really it. It's not really it. Life is coming in the moment as they come for us, like little waves coming from the sea to the shore. That life is coming all the time. And this should not, in a way, concern us what life is bringing about, because this is what life do. Yes, yes. You know, Fernando, you reminded me that once I was moved in the place that I used to work. I used to teach high school kids. And they said, now you're going to teach like not first grade, but preparation for first grade, because they made a shift. And the grannies came to me, the grandparents of those children. They were 4 or 5 years. They asked for curriculum. Yes. There was a shift in school, and they shifted me from high school to do first grade preparation. This was the policy. And I was shocked. And people, the grannies, I want to see curriculum. I was just moved from one day, from 17 to age 4, one day. I didn't, what? And just to wrap my head around it is a great shift. And the grannies say, where is the curriculum? Yes. Where is the bibliography? Yes. And then I left to Berlin after this. This is it. They put some flyers with my name on it to publish this among the preparation. The parents would like their children to be prepared for the first grade, that there will not be a great crisis between kindergarten and school. So now they're bridging it with another year. So they put flyers with black letters on yellow background. And I said, okay, this is a beautiful flyer. It looks like how do you say, an ad to somebody who just died. So I said, she's dead, this one. So let's start a new life somewhere else. This is how I felt. Yes, yes. I remember, it's so funny, I remember in kindergarten that the kindergarten teacher tries to prepare us for first grade, and suddenly she took a lot of pages and a lot of drawing and a lot of like guided democracy, I call it. Yes, I remember that. Yes, 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 yes. Life in Berlin happened in a different level. Yes, completely different level. Yes. Life is also not what people tell you when you go to high school, a college, university. It's not what people tell you what life is about at all. Life is happening when, in the moment, it's outside of any thought that you could have ever conceived or imagined. This is life. Yes, life has so much to offer, more than we can ever imagine. And this is so beautiful, so, so beautiful. I never knew that I will find you here on Discord. I never had a notion. I could not plan this. I could not foresee this coming. I could not prophesize about it or visioning it. It just happened. I did not. And many, many things in life. Many things, if it's not what we think life is about. Life is not happening in this dimension at all. Do you have any questions or things that you'd like to share? You're most welcome. I didn't know what you're going to ask, what you're going to say in this session and before. Rodrigo and Fernando and Jill and Felipe and Nian. I didn't know. It just happens in the moment. I understand, Sandy. I understand. There is a song that at the moment might answer, but when it's going to be ready, I'm going to send it. As maybe it's an answer. Maybe. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for participating in this beautiful session. And not just to thank you, but to wish you a great life, open life, in which we receive anything that comes to us in simplicity. Thank you so much. Shavua Tov. Shalom, shalom, and see you on Thursday. Toda.